Hey guys, I want to show you a product that I've only been able to actually use once this year, which is kind of strange. The bugs just really haven't been that prevalent out there in the mountains. I almost bought, I believe it's called the Thermacell, and it's an active bug repellent that uses a butane cartridge and a small little screen of whatever the chemical is, and the butane heats up like a small little heater, and puts off the repellent essentially. Well, I looked into them, and the units are about 40 some dollars or so, sometimes 50, depending on which model you want to get. If you want the camouflage one, uh, the cartridges, the repellent packs were, I think you got 4 hours on each one, so you needed three of them to one butane cartridge. So each of those was like 13 bucks. So that was 12 hours, one butane cartridge and four of the little refill things. And it always sort of bugged me at the cost of the unit, even though I'd heard really good reports about it. Then I was listening to Adam from Equipped to Endure on his their podcast, and he mentioned these guys. And on the write-up, they had a link. I don't frequent, like the Shopkos and the Walmarts and stuff. In fact, living in the city, there isn't even a Walmart. I have to go outside the city. That we'll talk about when I get to another video. But I wanted to try this unit. It was under 10 bucks. I believe I was at Target. And for a couple more dollars, I got some extra refills. Now, a couple things I really liked about it. One, this doesn't produce heat. There's no chemical, heat element that's heating up like the butane ones. The cost on this is extremely just affordable, really, compared to a big can of, off. It's really quite the same. The unit is smaller. It takes normal batteries, two AA batteries. You're able to clip it on just about anywhere. And the other thing I liked it is their refills are 12 hours. Now, once you open and activate it, really, you can't turn it off and then turn it back on. You're pretty much going to have that protection as a day thing. But, you've got 12 hours of daylight. So you've got pretty much a day worth of bug repellent every time you use it. Now, we'll show you here. Open this up. It's easy. You don't need tools or anything like that. On the inside, there's a little fan, and it just blows the fan. It has to know that your thing is shut, so you can kind of trick it. There we go. You can trick it to make it thing, but it blows a nice little fan. I don't know if you can tell. It's not terribly noisy, but you can hear a fan going in the background. And I think it would make a great little fan. I'm actually going to be experimenting with it later. We'll show some videos of clamping it onto windows and using it as a window fan. But again, I'd have to trick the little trigger here that makes it think it has one of these in there. Or maybe I'll just keep a spent cartridge and do that. I did figure out a way to put macro on here. Many of you guys know I'm using everything. I got a new hard drive in the laptop. I've got a new camera, and I've had some troubles with getting them to work. If you saw my PlaySport video, I'm using the PlaySport Kodak, and I love the camera. Just having issues with the software right now. But if you take one of these silly little 4-in-1 whistles with the, let's see if we can do this here, and you put the magnifying glass on there, now you got a macro lens. Anyway, so here's the green fluid, and once you break that seal, it travels down into what looks sort of like a little fiberglass spun mesh, and essentially it just soaks into there, and the fan blows the scent of this, whatever this green stuff is. So I was only, like I said, I've only had a chance to use it once so far. I do like that I don't have to break the seal to keep it in here. I can put it in. I can actually run the fan like that, and I haven't broken the seal in there yet. You can also see the window in there will tell you how much stuff you got left. But it's a nice little fan. These are still the original batteries. For whatever reason, our winter that we had, we just haven't had the bug season yet. Been all over the Northwest in the last 4 weeks, and I only used it once, and it was at a barbecue. Go figure. So I was outside the city limits, and we were, playing out there near the grass, and there was mosquitoes, so I went and grabbed it, and it worked pretty good. Now there weren't a ton of mosquitoes, so this is going to be an ongoing thing. And I'll probably put this video up, and then maybe we'll do an update at the end of summer. But I won't let you know. I'm just for the options that are out there, for the chemicals that you don't have to spray on your kids if you're sweating. I should show you. I've got a cable on one of my headlamps. They got some DEET on it and ate right through the rubber. I've got to go back and fix that with some liquid rubber, I think. But there it is. I'll put this video up and let me know if you guys have used it. I think it's a very cool idea. So I'll be looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks.